A child always wants to have his or her parents together. A child sees his parents as a unit. A child doesn't see the parents separated from each other because they both created him. They both put their souls in service so this child can have an existence in this experience in this earth. So the child always wants the mom and the dad to be together. Besides the story of the couple, right? Of course, if a child is seeing a father that is abusive, verbally abused with a mother, the child doesn't like that. There's no person that like that. Or if the mother left the father and she's going, I don't know, she's dating someone else while she's still in this relationship. No one will like that. But that's the story. But as a unit, as the soul that is gonna, these two souls that are gonna hold my back when I need strength during my life, I need them both together. And what happens is that when one of the parents or the parents decides to get divorced, the child usually will need to decide and will need to decide for one of the parents. Someone was right and someone was wrong. And that creates disconnection. And this is going to be more obvious if one of the parents is talking to the child about the other parent and saying, like, I'm getting divorced, I'm leaving the house because she did this, or I'm divorcing your father because he did that. And we think that when a child is little and they don't talk and they are like playing a lot, they don't know what's going on in the house. Actually, they know. They know 9 months, sometimes 1 year before the conception. So they know why, because they are always sharing the same energetic field with their parents up until they are approx 14 years old. So they know how the mother is feeling and how the father is feeling, even if they are not words. But coming back to the decision that these two parents are going to make the decision and they are going to get divorced. Let's say the mother, whatever is the reason for him and whatever is the reason for her, because when there is a divorce, each person has its own dialogue, right? That he's going to say because she's crazy and she's going to say because he is too lazy. They're going to have their own idea in their mind. Automatically, in this, the child will need to choose in his subconscious. But it's going to be worse when the parents, that happened to me, when the parents ask the child, you choose who do you want to stay with. You're putting more weight in this child. The child should not be deciding who he's going to live with. The parents should come and say, oh no, Peter, we have decided to get divorced. This is our responsibility. You are only our son, and you're going to stay with your mother because your mother can spend more time with you, and I work from 9 to 6, but I will see you over the weekends. The parents make the decision for the child. And I know that I try to be a very conscious parent to allow my child to decide, except that I know that he cannot stay with the mother because the mother is a drug addict. That's different, right? Because the mother is not, she can create a risk for the child. That's another thing. But besides the parents not telling anything to the child about who the child is going to live with, the child is always going to side one of the parents. Because one looks more weak, because one of them is playing more of the victim mode. When the child sides one of the parents, let's say that when the child stays or sides with one of the parents, let's say that this boy sides with the mother, what is going to happen? Usually, he's going to deny the own existence, unconsciously, the own existence of his father. So he's not going to bond with the father. He's not going to see with kindness to his father, because he will take that story of what happened in that relationship as his. And he's going to take the mother's anger, maybe, and he's going to create anxiety in the future, or he's going to take the mother's anger and he's going to be depressed. Because why depressed? Because he's not taking his father. So there are many things that could happen. The child always needs to be in the center between the two parents. In the opposite way, if the child pairs and sides the father, what is going to happen? Probably he's not going to have a good partner, or he's not going to find a partner. He's not going to find the job or the business or create a business that he wants to. He's going to be missing something, right? So the perfect scene, the perfect scenario is when someone is standing here and you have the support on your right side of your father and on the left side of your mother. We all need that. Besides the story of our parents. Besides if they were, even in very, how can you say, not morally correct conditions. The only thing that we all should be grateful for about our parents is our life, right? Without these two, we wouldn't be alive. You wouldn't be watching this video. So that's the main thing to be grateful for. So now the other thing that could happen is that the child comes here and stays here all the time. And this space is empty, right? This space of the child, his place in the family tree is empty. What is going to happen when he has a child? Is he going to be available for his own child? He's not going to be 100% available for his own child because he's here. He's not in his own position. What is the solution? Parents should say to their kids, we have decided to get a divorce, separate, and we take responsibility for it. Your mother has 50% of the responsibility and I have the other 50%. We take care of you. We give to you security, protection, and love. You receive. You don't give us anything because children don't give anything. And I say something else that they can say, you are only my son. You are only my daughter. In that way, you are separating these two lines, right? So he's not going to be able to come here. And the child could say, as a healing statement, I give you back the weight or the burdens of your relationship that I took from you. It's not my responsibility, it's yours. I see you both as my father and my mother. You are the big ones and I'm the little one. Because that's all. I'm 42. My mom is, I cannot say her age because she might get offended, but she's around 70. She's always going to be bigger than me. Even if she had me when she was 18, my mother is always going to be bigger than me. But what I want you to understand is when you say like, I'm the little one and you're the big one, it's not that you are saying that you are not good enough. It's about the soul movement. This is all about the soul movement. So this is a very good healing exercise or dynamic to do when parents have got divorced, and just to liberate your children so they can stay in their position and live their life fully. If you like these videos, please subscribe, share it, and give it a like. Thank you.